Days at sea on a Disney cruise are a great time to see the ship and experience all that it has to offer.
And that was the plan. We were going to start our mornings with Mickey waffles, maybe get some coffee afterwards from the Jade Cricket, catch some activities on board, maybe see a show, go to Mickey's Festival of Foods, maybe ride the Aqua Mouse, and then dinner, maybe a bar afterwards, and then call it done. Because if Rapunzel could stretch, sketch, take a climb, and then sew a dress, surely we could get this all done in one day instead of just an hour, right? No.
That's right. We picked just a few things out of the Disney app to do, a few things from the schedule, and by the end of the cruise, we had a laundry list of things we hadn't gotten to do at all. It was always busy.
We felt like there was enough activities to choose from, even though there wasn't enough time to do them, but I guess that just means we have to book a second cruise, huh?
We started day 2 in 1923 for a sit-down breakfast. Highly recommend you do this at least once on your cruise. The sit-down breakfast is such a nice alternative to the buffet. And look at this menu, so many good things.
1923 is definitely a more relaxed setting when compared to the hectic rush at Marceline's Market early in the mornings. The servers start you off with a variety of breakfast pastries while you wait for your order to come. The menu offers a variety of options from your cold meats and cheeses, yogurts, to your standard fare of pancakes, waffles, eggs, and omelets. They also have their signature breakfast options, which I highly recommend the DCL Express if you can get it. And their kids menu is really nice as well. Guess who got the pancake? Don't judge me, it says for children of all ages on the menu, and it means it. The PB&J Typhoon pancake is my favorite, and I will get this any chance I can.
The Jade Cricket Cafe was our go-to spot for coffee each morning. It was wonderful, they have a great menu, and Kevin, the barista, was absolutely fantastic. We really like taking our coffee up on the balcony and just relaxing for that first part of the morning with the ocean.
One of our favorite activities we got to do aboard the Treasure was bingo. So we became very familiar with our hostess with the mostest, Mega Money Mariana, and Shake It Up Betty. We lucked out by winning the largest jackpot during this cruise, $921!
Unique to the Treasure are the treasure seekers, Coriander and Sage. Everything that they did was just a blast. They were great, they're fun, and their events are really spectacular. This was the Jungle Boat River Race.
Oh, that was a nice one. I know, not bad, not bad. It's time for an adventure! I love an adventure. Jungle River Cruise Adventure. Coriander, for this adventure, I think I will play the role of Skipper Frank. Courageous, brave, cunning, and stylish. I look good in this vest. Yeah. Coriander, by the way, speaking of vests, what do they call an alligator in a vest?
I don't know. What do they call an alligator in a vest?
An investigator.
Yeah. See, that joke was for the birds, but luckily, Toucan play at that game. Well, listen, since you're going to be Skipper Frank, I shall be the intelligent and resourceful Skipper Lily.
All right, let's do
Let's
this.
do it. Excuse me, pardon me. 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 Excuse me, pardon me.
Welcome to
Mickey and Friends Festival of Foods offers 5 themed quick-serve venues. You have Mickey Smokestack's Barbecue, Daisy's Pizza Pies, Goofy's Grill, Sweet Minnie's Ice Cream, and Donald's Cantina. Now, even though they were always busy, the service was quick and the food was always delicious.
We did book the Zero Gravity Suite at Senses Spa. This was a truly exceptional couples massage experience. It's not cheap, but the value is good if you like massages.
After our time at the spa, we decided to treat ourselves a little more by stopping at Jumbeaux Sweets on Deck 11. They had a variety of ice cream and gelato and an extensive list of toppings to go with them. They offer a variety of other sweet treats such as the milkshake of the day, brownies, cookies, Rice Krispie treats, cupcakes, chocolate-dipped marshmallows, even Gideon Gray's very own almond blueberry tart.
I had the mango and coconut gelato, and Jen had the red velvet gelato with brownie bites and Jumbo's chocolate logo. The brownie bites were always fresh.
Now, we love the Zootopia decor and theming. We just wish there had been more than 2 tables and 4 chairs. The signature sundae was a great value for the amount you got.
We stopped by Periscope Pub a little later in the afternoon. I mean, it's a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea themed pub. It's their sports pub. I'm not really normally into sports pubs, but I do like a good beer, and they have a really nice selection. And it is, again, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Disney hasn't done a lot with 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea for a long, long time, but it seems to be coming back, and this bar is just another example of that doing so. So yeah, on this ship you've got both the Haunted Mansion pub and a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea pub. I think that's pretty awesome. They do also serve food here. It's typical pub snacks and things like that. Supposedly a very great fish and chips. We didn't get to try that. Again, that's one of those things. 7 days, we thought we'd have a chance to come back, and it just magically never happened because we were busy doing other things. But those who have had the food say it's pretty good.
Now, I don't drink beers, but I do drink meats, and I was a little surprised when they put their glass in front of me, like, where's the rest of it? What you saw was how much they gave me, and for $18.50, it wasn't a lot. So to make up for that, we stopped by the Jade Cricket. Now, I had the rum mocha, which is Silver Ray, chocolate, and Kahlua.
And I had the Dynasty, which is oolong tea and an assortment of alcohol. It goes together really well. It's fantastic. I really enjoyed it.
Our second night, we had Plaza de Coco. Now, this is a dinner theater-styled restaurant. The colors and the ambience from the lights really made you feel like you were in the city's town square. Started off with the chorizo street croquetas, which were warm, cheesy, and delicious. These were a huge hit at our table. Now, I had Luisa's Polo Asado, which was a citrus chicken with some cilantro rice, tostones, and tomatillo salsa. Now, even though the chicken was tender and juicy, it was a little bland, but it totally changed when you added the salsa to it.
I had Enrique's braised short ribs. They were good, it was passable, but it wasn't really spectacular. It was kind of not really terribly Mexican, unfortunately. For dessert, we both had the warm coconut tres leches cake. It was really delicious and kind of made up for the flaws or any shortcomings in the rest of the meal.
Come and play after the song for all of you to enjoy. Encuentro de Santa Cecilia are the Rivera family favorite. There are kind of legends around here, and one day I hope I can be one of them. This next song is one of my mama's favorites. It pays homage to our Afro-Latino roots, and it's about a love that cannot be. So please, give it up to Coriander. Y Álvaro!
¡Arriba Santa Cecilia! ¡Ajuya! ¡Échale, chamaco! ¡Cántame como tu familia, compadre! ¡Tú eres sueño, hermanito! There you go! En la sierra.
And so concludes our second night on the Disney Treasure with a wonderful towel animal from our room steward, Endro.
Day 3 started with coffee at the Jade Cricket and the Royal Gathering, which we just happened to catch.
Now, with the touch of magic, we welcome you to the Royal Gathering. Welcome, Prince Independent and compassionate, she knows her future is hers to decide. And in her adventure of self-discovery, she creates a whole new world beyond the palace walls. From Agrabah, welcome Princess Jasmine!
Morning is a great time to get out and explore your ship. There's less people there, and you can familiarize yourself with the shops and restaurants on the way. You also get breathtaking views like this, all to yourself.
We made a point of stopping by the Skipper Society Lounge when it was a little bit less busy in the afternoon. This lounge was kind of one of the social hearts of the ship. Drawing classes, trivia, a live band in the evening. There's always something going on in this Jungle Cruise theme bar.
So we both had to try these amazing waffles we had heard so much about. Now I had ordered the apple and he had ordered Nutella, but what we ended up with was 2 Nutellas. But I'm not gonna complain either. These were warm, fluffy, and full of Nutella goodness. I had the Safari So Good, which was banana blended goodness.
And I had the Skipper Sipper without the sipper. As we mentioned before, anything with sage and coriander was great. This was one of the story times. They did a rather straight version of Encanto, and then went around and kind of did a Mad Libs version of The Jungle Book.
Responsible for the words in this story, all right? Not us.
Nope.
So, let's begin the story of The Jungle Book. However, his peaceful life in the jungle ended when a fearsome tiger, Elsa, returned to the jungle. Bagheera decided it was time for Mowgli to go back to the world of school. That's not good. Embarking on a journey guided by Bagheera the pig and a carefree bear named Bennett. Hey, Bennett.
Hey, Bennett!
Who became...
We'd never done one of the Disney tastings before, so when the chocolate and liqueur tasting came up, I jumped on it. I wasn't sure Jen was going to really enjoy it, but she seemed interested in doing it as well. I didn't really expect very much. I kind of thought, okay, it's a ship. They're not going to have all that much. But the selection they picked for this tasting was really phenomenal. Hats off. These are as fun as everyone says they are.
James is right. I really didn't know what to expect going into this, but boy, was I in for a big surprise. I'm not really a big drinker at all, so you can imagine the look on my face as they start to pour a tall glass of champagne to begin with. So once I finished that, I was able to basically drink anything they put in front of me. Thankfully, the couple next to us was lightweights as well. I don't know why there's sexy saxophone music here, but let it be known that I was not in charge of music choices here. Sorry, Chippendale.
It's because we just happened to run into Chippendale on our way to 1923, probably the most elegant of the rotational dining restaurants. 1923, named for the year Walt Disney Studios was founded, is themed after the golden age of animation, and all of the decorations are concept art and props and inspirations for the various animated films Disney has done over the years. For appetizers, I had the Kingswell Duck Comfit Pastry. And Jen had the burrata mozzarella cheese and prosciutto di Parma. The appetizers were a great start to this meal. We both had the rosemary crusted rack of lamb, and we shared a tortiglione pasta. The lamb was really, really good, especially for a cruise ship. Lamb isn't really easy to make, and they cooked it perfectly. For dessert, Jen had the Atwater Fuji apple cheesecake tart. She really liked this. I'm not an apple fan, but she said it was great. And I had the Burbank Blueberry Lemon Bavarian Cream. This is their signature dessert. It was really tasty, and it came with little meringue kisses, which added some nice texture to this dessert. There's always a rush being on a cruise ship, but it's really worth it to take time and look at some of the artwork on the walls. Disney really outdid themselves on this ship. The artwork is phenomenal, and this is just a tiny portion of it.
After our leisurely stroll around the Disney treasure, we finally made our way back to our stateroom, full, happy, and eager to see what else this amazing cruise has to offer.
We hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. It really helps out small channels like ours. Until next time.